Welcome to the High Ground podcast in under 10 minutes. I'm Stevie W.
And Callum.
So today we're going to just have a look at, so what do you think, Marvel, the MCU, Phase 4?
Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day actually, and I don't know, probably the thing I'm most looking forward to is the X-Men. Just seeing those franchises that they didn't own before and how they're going to play it out.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you on this one. I'm going to say Fantastic Four.
Oh, well, I'm out of here then.
Nerd fights!
No,
Those geek fights.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like the stuff that they didn't own. It's going to be interesting to see how.
I always wanted the First Family to actually be in the MCU.
I did have to ask you what that meant. Much to my shame, the First Family.
Yeah, I wanted them to be back in the MCU. Actually, to be in the MCU before Stan Lee, passed away. Even though I thought he was immortal for a long while.
Oh, he is.
So, but I really wanted, to see them with Spider-Man and Iron Man. It would have been nice to get
compact.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen with Spider-Man? Isn't there a countdown to the amount of times they're allowed to use them or something? I mean, they'll probably.
They'll extend it.
They're in the world, don't they? So
they'll extend it. They'll extend it because there's so much money.
Well, they got him back after that stupid Sony thing, didn't they?
Kind of weird that was timed around other promotions for other films, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
So that was.
I mean, I have no interest in the extra outside of Disney Marvel films that there used to be Venom. And I really wasn't interested in Venom. It wasn't bad. It was just not.
I didn't like Venom. I'm interested in what they're going to do with Morbius, but
yeah, and I think probably actually I might alter my original. Most looking forward to Blade actually. I think Mahershala Ali's.
I love Mahershala Ali.
He's probably one of the only people. When I saw that he'd been cast, I thought, that's right.
When we watched Luke Cage, and I remember watching Mahershala Ali and thinking, he's going to be huge.
Green Book as well.
Pardon?
And Green Book as well.
Yeah, Green Book's brilliant. Him and Viggo Mortensen.
Aragorn.
Yeah, I remember watching that. I was like Luke Cage, and I was like, I said to my fiance, I said, he's going to be big. I thought it was going to be a few years to take it to be big. Then he wins an Oscar. Then he wins did he get an Oscar for Green Book as well?
I don't know. I think possibly.
Yeah,
shouldn't have if he didn't.
Yeah, he's. I mean, I'm very pro Mahershala Ali. I just think he's fantastic. So whatever he does, back in dual characters in the MCU now.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how they solve the problems of things like the vampires in Blade. Why have we not seen them before? Or the mutants. I know that's probably going to be alternate realities or something, isn't it? But I think just looking forward to some different characters. Not that I'm bored of the other ones. It's just.
I think Doctor Strange is getting the whole multiverse is going to be a big opener for all these new characters.
Yeah.
But
and WandaVision as well.
It's going to be good. And Loki now, because Loki's got Richard E. Grant's going to be in Loki.
Right.
On Disney Plus. So thank God Disney Plus in the UK, as of recording, just over a week away. So I'm not looking forward to Disney Plus in no way whatsoever.
Yeah. What a load of rubbish.
Yeah. who wants to sit? Who wants to sit and spend all day watching nothing but Disney property?
Me. It turns out.
I think this, it's funny. I've always said that because I grew up on Spider-Man and Marvel Comics and Star Wars, and it wasn't until I was 20 when I started to get into traditional Disney.
Yeah.
And then Pirates of the Caribbean came around in 2003. 2003, and then when Disney bought up Marvel and Star Wars, it's like Disney owns my life.
All the things I like are now in one.
Yeah, and now I'm actually going to be paying monthly. Oh, sorry, I'll admit I did the year in advance.
I chose the year in advance, yeah.
But I'll be paying for a yearly subscription to Disney. Just own my life. Do I just have to give them my hand my credit card?
I switch to monthly though after the first year.
I'm going to stick to.
I prefer monthly payments. Sorry, this isn't like the Martin Lewis show. Suddenly, it's just.
I'm going to pay in advance because I'm all about saving money.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your Disney boat.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
I think I can even predict what film you're going to watch first as well, Steve. Which Disney film?
I actually, I'm gonna say
Like Disney, not
Disney.
like Star Wars or Marvel.
I'm gonna actually, I'll be honest here, I'm gonna look for the ones that we don't actually own on Blu-ray.
Oh really?
I really
I was
want
going
to
to take a guess
something-
and see which one you were going to watch
Yeah.
first.
I'm gonna. Yours will be Lion King.
Mine will be Lion King. I know yours would be Pocahontas, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Pocahontas is brilliant.
And your fiance's would be.
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh.
But yeah, okay. I'm hoping they're gonna have the Muppet Show on there. But I mean, I really want to watch something that I've
Well,
not
I mean,
got.
are they going to eventually have like Buffy and X Files and Fox, everything Fox on there? I mean, maybe not everything like Alien or Predator, but
Alien and Predator should theoretically it's
I mean,
Fox.
you have to be 18 to pay it anyway. So
Yeah.
I,
As long as they put blockers on it.
parent
for-
locks, yeah, or girlfriend locks.
Yeah.
That's what I might have to use.
I've actually said that I choose the first time. I'm choosing my avatar before she does.
Oh yeah, I hope they do then. Yeah.
So, but
Yeah, I mean, like, because apparently
you got multiples.
so the Marvel films aren't going to be all available at once, are they?
No, it's because of who's got the rights.
Oh, I forgot we were talking about Marvel.
This is now no longer in under 10 minutes. This is like a. But I'll tell you,
Impromptu.
going back to our core subject, Thor.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I think.
have really, because I have read Christian Bale now, is either in
Yeah.
talks or we've got it. Let's go to our source material. I remember, you know what? I remember when if you were to go back about 20 years and do something like this, you'd have a copy of Halliwell's next to you rather than IMDb.
An actual book, kids.
Yeah, Halliwell's. It was Christian Bale's actually on the IMDb thing, so it looks like he's locked, or at least we think he's locked in. But I have got it bad for Taika Waititi at the moment after doing Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to all the sort of random little bits like the Ten Rings and the Eternals, like because there's stuff I like the Marvel films I don't really know that much about. Like I think Guardians became my favourite because there was no baggage for me to sort of unpack because I didn't know anything about them anyway.
I have a story about Guardians. I saw the teaser trailer. I don't know. I mean,
I thought it looked awful on the trailer.
I love the trailer. I was day one. I was watching Iron Man from day one, and I've seen all of them in the cinema. So to have, like you said about Guardians of the Galaxy, not know anything about it, and as soon as I saw the trailer to Guardians of the Galaxy, it became one of these films where to me, and this is the same with the Rise of Skywalker teaser trailer. That trailer to me is the defining trailer. This was what was my favourite trailer because of how it made me feel on first viewing. And bearing in mind, I've been watching films
Quite
for a long while, so for me to actually pinpoint in the trailer and say this is the best trailer I've ever seen, it is something. Yeah. And with Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, I was like, the bar has been raised so high for me. It's got to. And when you get to films like that where you really want to love.
Yeah.
And then you can get them and you sit through it and it's like you'll either meet your expectations, go beyond your expectations, or you'll sit down and watch it and go, well, the trailer was good, but the rest of the film was rubbish.
Superman Returns.
Yeah. And the only bit that that's another subject.
That is definitely another subject.
Yeah. Brandon Routh, it's not his problem or his fault. I just want to point that out. He was good Superman Clark Kent. Bryan Singer, you really screwed up on that one. But yeah, Guardians was what I expected and what I wanted, and then with Volume 2 it was like
Guardians was good. I mean, like I say, I didn't when I saw the trailer I thought, oh, this looks awful, like because I wasn't massively into Marvel at the time. It was only afterwards that I sort of became like a super fan. But I remember seeing it and thinking, oh god, this is going to be like so bad, like misplaced comedy and all this. And then when I saw it, I thought, wow, like I've never been so wrong in my life.
One thing I'm looking at, when it comes to Guardians Volume 3, the one thing I'm looking forward to is the soundtrack. I bought the Volume 2 one.
Oh, the soundtrack's great.
I had to, when I bought the soundtrack, I wanted to go into. I actually treated the soundtrack as if it was the film.
Yeah.
So when I went to pay for it, I made sure that I couldn't see it. I did not want to know the music that was on it, because the music was a character for me, and it was part of the thing, and I didn't want to be ruined. It's like the bit where they have at the end of at the start of Volume 2, when they're playing Mr. Blue Sky by ELO.
Yeah, that's great.
And
Opening sequence.
You've got all the action around, and you're just focusing on Groot. And
Yeah.
that to me is
Great.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought the soundtrack was sort of a bit not weaker, but like just I didn't know some of the songs, but I mean it's good that he does that whole sort of Tarantino thing of writing. I don't know if he writes the whole film around the soundtracks, but you can tell he's taken care that they're songs that he likes from his childhood or that his parents played or whatever, you know.
When it comes to, I was really peed off my fiance because I was at one point was constantly quoting Guardian's Inferno, the Zardu Hasselfrau,
Yeah.
and listening to it in the car all the time. I was like, I like it. But you got even the score's good to Volume 1.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And if you want to, but yeah, and that is going to be, to me, for Phase 4, is going to be a high point. The new Guardians.
Oh, Guardians 3, yeah.
But I mean,
Be interesting to see if Thor's part of the team just for that film or not.
the Asgardians.
I thought they were kind of going in that direction.
I heard that the Guardians are going to be in Love and Thunder.
All right.
I gotta say, a film I recently watched, Taika Waititi, Boy.
Oh yes, yeah. It's on Amazon Prime, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. If you get a chance to watch Boy, Taika Waititi. I've yet to see a film he's directed that I have not liked. He's just hunted the world of people's fantastic. What We Do. Thank you for turning me on to What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh yeah. I think that was the only the first thing I saw of his actually. And I didn't even know. Because he did did they do Flight of the Conchords as well?
That's Jermaine Clements' fight.
Oh, that was him, was it? Yeah, I haven't seen that. But
it's going to be interesting to see we can see it now. You know, when you go from Iron Man right through to Endgame, the way that they set up the big bad.
Yeah, everything. That's what I'm looking forward to. I just want to know who the big, because I had it in my head that maybe it might be Galactus if everything, because he's a Celestial, isn't he? And he's the Celestial. No, is he a Celestial? Yeah. Something like that.
He is, because he's the head of a. They say head of a Celestial.
Yeah, nowhere, isn't it?
So they were testing the water if they could get away with actually having a character that's huge.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. It could either be that, or you said Secret Wars.
I'd like to see the Beyonder.
Or
Secret
Wars.
Wars.
I don't know. Yeah.
I would love to see Secret Wars. Get all the heroes and villains on one planet just to fight it out. That would be. Cool. It would work for me.
I mean, I'll take that'd be the next sort of lot of Avengers films, wouldn't it? Like eventually, like the second Endgame of Phase, whatever it'll be, 6 maybe. I don't know.
They've got so much they can mine, and they've said they've already had it all plotted out before the acquisition.
Yeah,
that's the beauty about Marvel over DC, whereas DC always, in my opinion, always seem to try and throw everything out at once just to make Marvel money and it's falling flat.
I like the direction they're taking with Joker, having standalone more adult films. I think that'll really work because there's a lot of sort of adult in quote marks villains in DC compared to Marvel. I think if that's fair to say, there's more themes that work with a darker sort of tone in DC. I think, but I think that would work a lot better having standalone. Because you could do another Constantine film like that, which is I've always wanted that to happen again. I think he's one of my favourite DC characters actually. I just think that whole hardboiled detective thing that would really work.
I've only ever seen the Keanu Reeves.
I like the Keanu Reeves one.
Okay, when it comes to DC, my teenage years. Well, people don't realise when I get called a Marvel fanboy, is I read for 10 years Superman and Batman comics.
Yeah. So
that's one of the things that when I'm a Marvel fanboy is I actually consider the Michael Keaton's and then Michelle Pfeiffer's Batman Returns as one of the greatest.
Yeah. And I still won't budge from that actually. When people say, "Oh, Christian Bale, he's the most amazing Batman," and I just think, no, he's really not.
I mean, if we were to go back to the early '90s and they made Batman vs Superman then,
Yeah.
I'd have been in the cinema on the first
Oh,
day.
yeah,
I would have.
What, the Nicolas Cage one?
Yeah, if they'd done it with Chris Reeves and Michael Keaton.
Oh right, yeah.
Directed by say Tim Burton or Richard Donner. If you go, yeah. That would be an interesting one.
And there was
Sneaky Boochies.
there would have there was supposed to be a McGee one as well. Was it Flyby or something?
Yeah, there was
Flyby,
there it was. It was Brett Ratner, wasn't it? The director of
X-Men
Last Stand. Him and
Rush Hour.
Yeah, it was him and Bryan Singer took on the other one's projects.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, considering. But
that's. I think there's. I was going to say that whole sort of mid-90s failed Superman thing would be worth a documentary, but I actually think they did make one.
They did one, but I'm trying to get hold of it. See it. I mean, I've seen all the pictures in the suit. It wouldn't have worked. That was his suit was too Batman.
Too Batman and Robin, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah. I think
So-
we went through a weird phase in the 90s of having like weird suits for superheroes with nipples on them and arse cracks and things
Don't
like
do
that.
home with that.
Yeah. So this is why Superman works alone. Oh,
No,
oh man, sorry.
George Clooney would have been a great Batman.
I thought he was an okay Batman. It wasn't him that was so bad about it.
He's the one who's still got a career.
Yeah, I know.
I liked him, but I just thought he was lumbered.
Do you know when I knew something was up with that film was when the title sequence came up and Arnie's name came up first,
Yeah.
and like, okay, so the actor that's not playing Batman's up first. I mean, they didn't mind it so much in the Keaton one because no one really knew who Keaton was
No.
then. So Jack Nicholson's obviously a big villain.
But then again, look at Marlon Brando, 78.
Exactly, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's 78.
Oh, in suit, yeah.
Yeah.
The original,
True.
and he's in it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But he is pretty good in that actually.
Marlon Brando. But yeah, I mean, if I ever go, it's like, you know, if you look at modern day superheroes, everyone goes Spider-Man. I'm like, that. But it was Bryan Singer. You know, love him or hate him, and I know a lot of people hate
Started
Bryan
the whole
Singer
thing,
now.
Yeah. I suppose if you want to go far enough, it's Dick Donner, isn't it? Really. But
Yeah, but
I
in terms
mean,
of modern day,
yeah.
after Batman was killed, after Batman and Robin killed off the superhero franchise, and it was X-Men.
And importantly, Blade.
Yeah, but that was very
That low key.
low key.
Yeah,
But in terms of mainstream that people knew, because you got a lot of kids that were. I mean, I was Spider-Man generation. Spider-Man is an amazing friend. To be accurate, but you got a lot of kids that grew up in the '90s. It was the X-Men. I mean, my fiance grew up, so
The animated series, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mainly. And
which luckily we were able to get from you go to pound stores and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You can
Oh,
pick
yeah,
them
no,
up. You
yeah,
can pick up the DVDs, and
Yeah.
like the cheapy shops, you literally pick them. Like we ended up going around. We got quite a few of the animated ones.
Yeah.
So we were able to,
Oh, they were great.
yeah.
I knew Americans, if there's any Americans on here, are lucky because you get box sets for everything. We get screwed on box sets.
Yeah.
Volumes.
So I think it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
When we.
I mean, I suppose like all those animated series in the 90s, they're kind of responsible for kicking it off again, aren't they? Like, you know, Batman the animated series,
Yeah.
that was quite clearly, you know, I think Christopher Nolan was a big viewer of that, and you could tell, and it was clearly working off the darky tone of Tim Burton. I think Tim Burton was a producer anyway, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I remember the first one's coming out because it was the same time
I
as
used to love
he
that.
was.
That was such a great program. I used to sit down I think it was every Friday on Cartoon Network and watch that, like on my big box telly. Oh, it's the 90s. But yeah, no, I mean, because then they brought out The Batman, which was kind of lighter hearted.
I turned off by that point.
It was okay,
It was
but-
my university period.
Yeah, it was just. Oh no, that was in the early 2000s. Was you?
No, I was definitely off.
Yeah,
Batman was off my radar.
No,
Batman
it
was
wasn't. But yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, sorry, yeah, we diverged.
Yeah, we diverged. Well, I think we're going to change the name
for
of
phase
it.
4. So
Yeah, so
Summer.
you know, a lot of people go. So you've got the Disney Plus and everything, and like
Yeah.
all the Marvel movies are going to be on there, and I'm like, it's like I don't need them. I've got. And when you see, I've still got the whole knack of going into soup. You know, you buy one Marvel Blu-ray, get another one for free, or DVD, because mainly DVDs. And I'm like, I always look, and I'm like, going, why am I looking?
yeah, I've got
Why
them all.
am I looking? Yeah. So it's.
It's me that's looking at the moment
Yeah.
for them.
Be interested to see where they take Captain Marvel, because I want to see that Flurkin back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So.
I think there's Miss Marvel coming up as well. so that should be interesting because that's
Yeah, that's TV.
like the first sort of Muslim superhero, as far as I'm aware.
Playa, it's nice to actually.
Yeah, and there's quite a lot of firsts in Phase 4. There's the first deaf superhero in Eternals. They're having I think there's a transgender one. Maybe Miss Marvel actually. But the directors as well. There's female directors. There's a Chinese director. It's quite nice to see the diversity going.
Ms. Marvel on IMDb, not much.
Yeah.
2021.
Kamala Khan, that's her name.
Is he from New Jersey?
Yeah. New Jersey.
I just finished what these are the Prestige series.
These are the ones that are going to be on Disney Plus. I think.
Yeah.
And the What If one looks pretty cool as well, actually.
What If?
The animated one. Not that. Second one down.
Haley Atwell, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, it's all their voices, but it's all like like the comic did loads of What Ifs, didn't they? Just like
exploring pivotal moments from the Marvel universe, turning them on their heads, leading audiences into uncharted territory. So that's going to be got a good cast. Toby Jones, Armin Zola.
I think everyone's in it pretty much at some point.
Jeffrey Wright is the Watcher. I love Jeffrey Wright. I'm sorry.
Felix Leiter.
Felix Leiter. We just finished watching him last night in Westworld season 3.
I was still
episode.
watch Westworld actually.
Westworld good, which is really good. I really, and he's Jim Gordon in the Batman.
Oh yeah. I've got.
I'm sold. I'm sold on. You can stick. I mean, I've liked him since he was Peoples Hernandez in Shaft.
Oh yeah, the sort of remake.
Yeah, the 2001. So, which if you look at it, if you go on the Shaft now,
sorry,
Samuel L. Jackson, and Jeffrey Wright, Christian Bale. So you've got 3 big superheroes.
Busta Rhymes, if you're into that.
And Pat Hingle.
Oh, another Batman alumni.
And Toni Collette, who's absolutely fantastic in Knives Out.
And if you ever get a chance to watch Hereditary, she's fantastic in that.
I haven't seen that one, but
that's fucking scary.
I know I want to watch her. Anytime I see
scary shit.
This is one of my Achilles heels. Is anytime that I see the word Knives Out, all I think is I want to watch Knives Out.
Yeah,
Knives Out is fantastic. So, and Jeffrey Wright, yeah. If you're not watching Westworld, watch Westworld. Westworld's good. But So
to sum up, what's your one you're looking forward to the most?
Ones of them.
Character and or film.
I really can't. I'm not gonna. I can tell you what I'm not looking forward to because I think the trailer. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I agree with this.
But I think that the trailer has done nothing for it, and you're supposed to entice. I'm not the audience you're supposed to be enticing in because I'm the one that's going on the day of release anyway. That doesn't mean you're not supposed to cut a trailer. There's gonna be, or 2 trailers that's supposed to make me want to watch the trailer because I want to be getting geared up. Prime example of the Rise of Skywalker trailers. They were all, every Rise of Skywalker trailer was perfectly cut. Guardians of the Galaxy trailers were all perfectly cut. Yeah, all the other thing.
Most of the Marvel trailers.
Yeah. But the Black Widow, I like Scarlett Johansson. I think she's absolutely fantastic. But the trailers for Black Widow, if
just like underwhelming.
Yeah, if I was an outsider, that's in terms of outsider, in the sense of someone that's you're trying to take my money off me to go into the cinema and watch the film, buy the Blu-ray, and buy the T-shirts, and basically want to buy everything.
The teacups.
Yeah, I am not. To take that perspective, I am not the person. I would not be. I'm not. I've been so underwhelmed. If I was a non-MCU fan, I wouldn't be going to pay the money to see that film just as much. It's like the Wonder Woman trailer, or the Shazam trailer. None of those have really appealed to me. I probably will go and see the Wonder Woman one because it's set in '84. I just want to hear the soundtrack.
Yeah.
But
Shazam's terrible. I don't bother.
But the Black Panther. I will be paying. Chadwick Boseman, absolutely fantastic in this and casting on that's brilliant. So yeah, I'd pay to see that. I mean, but Black Widow, uh, you'd, no, yeah,
I almost feel like they're
underwhelmed.
trying to force like the fact that she should have her own film. You know, like she's perfectly fine as a supporting character, and we know her backstory, and she's almost not a supporting character anyway. So I don't think she needs an extra film to herself, if that makes sense.
Should have kept her dead.
Yeah.
Character dead. It was a good thing,
Yeah.
but now we're bringing her back just so we could do a prequel
I mean,
thing.
she, like you say, she was made for that role.
Yeah.
But I just, I don't know. Yeah, it's just. I mean, I'm glad it's just the first one that's sort of maybe going. Oh, should we just put this one up first?
I think that there's going to be. I think that I'm expecting a major surprise
At the end.
somewhere in the film. It's going to link it all in because
Well,
it's what MCU does
It's a
brilliantly.
prequel, isn't it? Is it set between Endgame and some? It's not way back when she
No.
was first training, is it? It's like
I've gone into it blind. I've really not been.
no,
following.
I'm sure I read somewhere. I can't remember where it was. It might not have been, but that it's like a set just before Endgame. So I don't know. Like it could be while she was in charge of Shield. You know, after the what's it called?
Triskelion.
Yeah, no, the click, the finger click thing. What do they call it in Homecoming? Not Homecoming. Far From Home.
It's the snap.
The snap. That's it. Yeah.
I think it's. I'm looking forward to Guardians 3 obviously because I think James Gunn, like I said, I like James Gunn. I think he's fantastic. Actually, yeah, and they're going to take away TT. Then again, you've got all the other unknown ones. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, mine's definitely Blade. Can't wait for Blade. X-Men as well, but I think Blade would be the most interesting. Doing it on a non-R-rated film, and unless it is R-rated, I don't know. I mean, that's going to be interesting as well. What about Deadpool?
Deadpool apparently is working just outside the MCU.
So he's not part of the. I mean, because one thing I would have been a cool idea would be to have him be the new Stan Lee cameo in each film. I don't know.
I think
That might take the tone away a bit, though, mightn't it?
I think if you break the fourth wall in the MCU, it would ruin it.
Too much, yeah.
I really do. All we know about Blade is it's got a name, a Mahershala Ali, but I said I really want to see how respectful they are of the first family.
Yeah.
And the X-Men will.
X-Men would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to be hard to. As hard as it was, with like Sophie Turner taking over from the absolutely. I love Famke Janssen. And my fiance, who's sitting right behind me.
Making faces and fingers.
Yeah. So I know but I just. How long do you take before you introduce Wolverine into it? Because Hugh Jackman is.
Yeah.
And Sir Patrick Stewart. How long?
Ian McKellen, yeah. I mean, you suppose you could if you really wanted to. It's alternate reality stuff, probably, isn't it?
In terms of. I mean, I know Marvel do cast all the
Gentlemen.
and women. So got to be, but
and CG them.
Yeah, it would be funny you did. You can't tell me that you didn't find Michelle Pfeiffer hot in Ant-Man and Wasp.
I found her hot without the CG.
And yeah, but even the bit at the end when she comes back and she's her the age that she is.
I always had a thing for Michelle since Catwoman. Not Catwoman.
Catwoman.
No, don't even mention Catwoman. Batman Returns. Sorry.
Yeah, as Catwoman, Selena Kyle.
Yeah,
I got it during that period. During that period, yes, it's her eyes. And this is what makes Batman Returns brilliant. The kiss under the mistletoe.
Frizzy hair.
Yeah. Don't give me a killing Max Shrek won't solve anything.
Yeah.
Speech.
Will.
Yeah,
This is the reason why that anymore, do they? They don't write films like that anymore.
No, because that doesn't sell McDonald's meals, Happy Meals, does it?
No. Well, they tried, didn't they, with Batman Returns?
Yeah, that's the reason why he was ousted to Burton.
Okay, Joel, do you want to take over?
Yeah, first off, Bat Nipples, Bat Credit Card, and was it?
Bat credit card.
Don't leave home with that.
Expiration date forever. Like, it's not even funny, is it?
The card. Chicks take the card.
What? Oh.
A Meridian Chase, played by actually talented.
Carl Goodman.
Yeah.
She was massive in the 90s, wasn't she?
I just got to go off subject and go. You know when Uma Thurman was cast,
Yeah.
I thought she was going to be the new Catwoman. She's going to be
No, I
the great
definitely had a
character.
thing for Poison Ivy when I was a kid.
I watched it and I was like,
But
okay, no.
but I thought it was like, when you're a kid, you think it's all great, don't you? Like, even though it's absolute shite.
I'm not going to say how old I was in '97. But yeah, no, it was '95. No, it was '97.
Yeah.
97, '95 was
I went to see it on my
Batman
9th
Robin.
birthday.
No, Batman Returns.
Batman Returns was 95.
Yeah,
no,
so
Forever.
Forever was
sorry,
95.
Yeah.
I remember I saw that in Florida. One time I've been to America and I saw Batman Forever.
I saw
then.
Batman Menace in Florida.
You got the better one of the films. Yes, we like Phantom Menace. And I think I could say we like Phantom Menace. So
We do. Sorry, that was a bit of a slow answer.
yeah.
So yeah, I think Blade and yours is Guardians, is it, or?
I mean, I can't say. I want X-Men to have a break, but
Yeah.
I really want Fantastic Four. I want to see what they're going to do with the Fantastic Four. But having watched, like I said, I'm big on Taika Waititi. I think so it's where he's going to take Jane Foster's story, where he's going to, Chris Hemsworth's Thor. And I'm looking forward to that. But then I didn't like Doctor Strange in the but
That's
I
interesting.
liked.
Yeah.
But I know that the guy who directed the original Doctor Strange,
Scott Derrickson.
Yeah, he's now came off the project, which is I'm a bit annoyed with because it's not his.
So I was looking forward to seeing it sort of, because it would have been sounded like it was going sort of horror territory, and he's a fantastic horror director. If you've not seen Sinister, check it out. It's fantastic. But I think he would have been good with that.
I'd liked him to have kept. I'd like to have kept the continuity.
Yeah.
I know it's not been announced yet, but if I'm to be in all honesty, the one film that I am actually of the ones that characters we've already seen, and I hope they announce it soon because I just think they're superb. Ant-Man. I want an Ant-Man 3.
Oh yeah.
I want Luis back, and I want Michael Pena to actually narrate the film and have more of a part. It's like him and David Destameli and the ex-cons.
Yeah. High-level security company.
Yeah, I think they're fantastic, and I think that other than of course the Guardians of the Galaxy, again Taika Waititi, James Gunn. So I'm looking forward to these films not because of the films, it's because of the directors.
Yeah, and I think I like the ones that have like a gang.
Yeah.
Like a specific sort of group, and I think the Ant-Man one works really well. It was really good just doing comedy.
Yeah.
Like watching, because Allred's great at that, and they made the right decision doing that as a pure. It was pretty much a pure comedy.
It was a heist movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
not a time heist.
No, not a time heist. It's like all those other time travel films, like Die Hard.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's not a time travel.
I'll admit I wasn't completely against, but Ant-Man to me before it came out because it was supposed to be an Edgar Wright thing.
Yeah.
Edgar Wright, and I love Edgar Wright
he
as
wrote
well.
the screenplay, didn't he?
Yeah, and he was supposed to direct, but he had disagreements, so he walked from the project. But when Peyton Reed took over, I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, this is going to be dodge.
Then when you sit in front, you're like, wow.
I think that's because they kept the elements from what Edgar Wright. Most of it. And then I think Joe Cornish co-wrote it as well, did he?
Yeah.
He's a good director as well. Both British as well.
Yeah, but Ant-Man and Wasp, I actually prefer Ant-Man and Wasp because you look at the cast of Ant-Man and Wasp. Because there's
I always call it Ant-Man versus Wasp.
Technically they do have that disagreements. They do. Ant-Man and Wasp. If you just look at Walter Goggins, I love Walter Goggins. I've just been watching him in The Righteous Gemstones, and Vice Principal. He's fantastic in Vice Principal. Michael Pena, Evangelina Lilly, Judy, great.
He's great as that like sort of southern arsehole, isn't he? Like
Hateful Eight.
Yeah, and Django as well.
Yeah.
The Django.
You look at the cast of Ant-Man and Wasp. Just go on IMDb and it's like you can literally tick every actor's name that's on the billing.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne. I forgot he was in it actually.
It's brilliant. You can literally. It's like I would love to see the entire cast. Of Ant-Man and Wasp coming back for the sequel, Ghost.
Yeah.
Played by Hannah John Kamen, and of course, like you said, Lawrence Fishburne as Bill Foster.
Yeah,
Bill
yeah.
Foster. I mean, they're all brilliant. So if they could get if Peyton Reed can get the third Ant-Man and Wasp Ant-Man movie and just bring them all back, bring everybody back, and bring the fun back that they were in it. It's
Yeah,
needed.
I think the sad thing about Lawrence Fishburne is he's sort of people are unable to remove him from Morpheus from the Matrix. I always find I did for a bit actually. I used to think, oh, it's Morpheus, it's not Lawrence Fishburne, and it's it's a shame when people do that. I mean, unless it's like a character that like something like Bond, you can't really say, oh, it's a shame he's Bond, but it is a shame when people get typecast, because I know like the Matrix isn't everyone's
Not fans of
tea,
the
is it?
Matrix.
No.
I mean, he's kind of really bad, but when I think of him, I think of him arguing with Lois Lane.
Yeah, he's in the John Wick films as well, which you still need to watch.
I'm gonna watch John Wick for only one. I'm gonna go because of one thing, and this is it. Because I think it's the third one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna double check. An actor I truly love is in it, and who would also be absolutely fantastic in a Marvel film, and it's got to happen. Jason Mantzoukas.
Oh yes, yeah, I forgot he was in that. Yeah, Ian McShane's good in it as well. I think he'd be good in a Marvel film.
Is he not in one yet?
I don't know. I don't think so.
He's not been in one so far, but he would be good casting. Jason Mantzoukas, he needs somewhere along the line to be in a Marvel film.
I don't even know he's in John Wick 3 actually.
Yeah, I was told I mean, Ian McShane. As far as he's not been in one.
Yeah, well, he's been in Game of Thrones, and he's
Recent.
in American Gods, and they're doing a Deadwood movie as well, so I'm quite happy about that. Deadwood was great.
John Wick, the video game, Deadwood, Law and Order, Hellboy. God, yeah. I know he was in Pirates of the Caribbean, the one that I don't like.
Oh, yeah, he plays Blackbeard, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But he's one of those really good sort of character actors, isn't he?
Great British actor.
Yeah.
Who had a great career on TV before.
As Lovejoy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but the British do a lot of great actors.
Yeah, I think a lot of them are like start as TV actors as well, don't they? That's the secret.
Yeah. But you look at the Aussies, how many of them started on like Home and Away on Neighbours?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Chris Hemsworth was in one of them, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And Russell Crowe.
Yeah. Russell Crowe's
The
good.
world's greatest pop singer, in my opinion.
Kylie.
Yes.
She came out at the same time as Linda Carlisle. I was pro Linda Carlisle. She had the better movies.
Well, either of them are better than Madonna, so.
Yeah, Madonna.
Someone else is. Oh. In home, there used to be a New Zealand medical show called Shortland Street,
Yeah.
and Tamara Morrison started on that as well.
I know Tamara
So
Morrison.
Django Fett started on some crappy Australian show.
And he was in We Were Warriors, which was at one point New Zealand's biggest film. Once Were Warriors.
That was good fun, yeah. Speed 2 as well. Cruise Control.
Yeah, well, Tamara Morrison, he freaked me out when I saw him in Once Were Warriors.
That's the one about the Maoris, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I watched it because her and Tom Wee were in it, Rena Rowan. And it blew me away how good he was.
He is good, yeah.
It's just, was it? Oh, you ever a film? He's called Couples Retreat. Tamara Morrison needs to be in a Marvel film as well.
Cliff Curtis was in that as well.
Who?
Oh, he's you know him if you saw him. He's in Sunshine. He's the doctor, the therapist that's like always watching out of the window with the sunglasses on.
Marvel cast. Disney cast Tamara Morrison in something because I started watching Aquaman with him in, and
It's
it
gonna
was
be Star Wars, isn't it? It's gonna be probably Star Wars
I'd like to see
again.
him in. If there's anyone from Disney, if we're ever lucky enough to have anyone from Disney in it, Daniel Logan, cast him in anything because I like Daniel Logan. I think he's cool.
Boba Fett TV series hashtag.
Yeah, need it, and yeah, have it with 10 minutes. Tamara Morrison in it as well. And Rena Rowan. I like Rena Rowan. I like the voice in Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. So
Anyway,
yeah. Right. As soon as I start talking about episode 2 Attack of the Clones, we all have to
Just
shut
like
him up.
it.
You have to shut him up because a certain person doesn't like episode 2.
I don't not like it. I just don't like it as much. Anyway, we have strayed this 10 minutes on quite a long.
Yeah, that's,
so
that's
we'll consider this a special
Marvel,
normal
not
episode.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm gonna make my final decision and say I'm
Okay.
looking forward to anything that's got a director I'm liking it. I'm just gonna say that.
Very good. I think still Blade for me. 100%.
Okay, I have Stevie W. That's been the extended Marvel look.
Extended 10 minutes.
10 minutes plus times 4. So, see you all in another High Ground podcast.